Go High Level Wizard here, and I'm back with another amazing tutorial and how to on Go High Level Automation. So this is going to be a first video in the series of two different videos where the first one, I'm just going to break down what automations are, basically a tutorial of how to use this. Then in the next exact video, I'm going to show you 3 awesome automations to use for service-based businesses if you're a marketing agency or a SaaS company, so you can maximize your efforts and make a lot of money with this. But first, you have to know what the hell is going on, and that is what we are doing here. So go back in the Go High Level dashboard, go right down to automations. Okay, click this right here. Okay, and then it's going to pull up a dashboard looking like this. So first basic step of the automations dashboard is just having everything in one place. All your automations will be right here. Okay. Needs review will be automations that basically need to go through testing phase. Delete is anything you've gotten rid of and delete it. Okay, and that's all up in workflows. Content AI is basically you have to pay for it. It's like AI generated pictures, AI generated blogs, this, blah blah blah. It'll probably be free in the future because you can just probably plug ChatGPT in. So don't worry about it. But that's basically just looks like this. You just add a bunch of stuff. Simple as that. You got social planner, blog, funnel, website, email. Not really going to go into that because I'm not recommending you use that. Workflow settings. This is basically setting up email notifications and other basic stuff. And then up here, I always kind of recommend this. You have what's new, okay, which is just a basic like update and stuff that's new. It's actually an awesome feature Go High Level released where you can just see, some of the stuff that's new within each sub account, or not sub account, but tab in a sub account. So what's new with automations, and it's got some stuff with ChatGPT 4, custom code, Facebook, and all that good stuff. And then over here, you basically have any recent stuff, your list of automations. Just what this is just basically filtering it out. Then you have actual filters to find because you probably have a ton of automations. And that's pretty much it for the basic dashboard. So it's as simple as that. This is where they all are and whatnot. And simple as that. And then we're going to go right into creating, and I'm going to show you really the in-depth side. But before that, I want to just explain on the slide why automations are so good. So Go High Level automations save time by handling repetitive tasks, enhance client communication through timely follow-ups, and boost your revenue by converting more leads into clients, allowing you to focus on growing your service-based business. It basically automates regular tasks. So it can remove a human or like a constant time by sending emails, sending follow-ups, tagging. It gets rid of that, which with service-based business and a lot of people, time is so valuable, so you can give them back their time, which means they will give you money for it. Now, let's go in and let's go more in depth into the automation side and what that really looks like. So we're going to hop right here. We're going to click workflow, and you can have 2 different options here. Okay, select a recipe is going to give you, and I'll show you how to use one of these in the next video, but it's going to give you basically recipes, pre-made automations where you just have to tweak little things, put in name, address, your stuff, so you then can have automations already done. This is awesome because you already have a bunch of awesome stuff. You have send review requests, which I'll show you some of that stuff. You have G&B business message. You have some missed call, stuff with WhatsApp. It's got a lot of awesome stuff. Okay, which is awesome because it's already pre-made. Okay, but with certain things, you will have to start from scratch. And that's where we're going to hop in right here because I want to break down the basics of automations. Like I said, like GHL Wizard said, in the next video that I will have linked at the end of this, so stay tuned for it, I'm going to show you how to build 3 of these automations. This is just showing you what the hell is going on and how to use this. But in that next video, you will see the direct way. But first, you have to know how everything works and where everything's at and why this is important so you can properly move very quickly through the next one and make money. So up here, we have the basics of your builder. This is where you will build all of your automations. In here, you have all of your settings with what you think basic settings, time zone, sender details, basic stuff. Then we have enrollment history. This is just going to be all the contacts that have gone through the workflow. And then execution logs is how many times you've executed this and if it's working or not. That makes it published, saved, simple as that. And you obviously name it up here. So that's the basics of where to go for all of this stuff. Now we get into the fun stuff, which is this, where you can add basically triggers, okay, and you can add actions, okay? So it's really an if this, then that sequence. So I'm going to pull up the slides and I'm going to break down what each one of these are. Okay, so first thing you have to understand is the triggers. It's the event that starts everything, and you got all this stuff to pick from. It's amazing. Okay, you can pick literally a bazillion triggers. Birthday started, contact changed, contact created, customer replied, form submitted, opportunity change. I mean, it's anything that happens, you can then cause the action, because if this happens, then that happens. Okay, so let me go into my slides and explain a little more. So what is a trigger? So what are they? Triggers are events that start an automation. Okay, it's the first step. It's what starts it all. So examples, okay, you have contact created when a new lead is added, form submitted when someone fills out a form, appointment scheduled when a client books an appointment. Okay, you see this? It's very simple, very straightforward. It is that first step that starts everything, because it can't just start out of nothing. Someone has to trigger the sequence. So this is what triggers are. And this is step number one, defining the trigger for your automation. So with triggers, like I said, it's all right here. You just have to establish what that trigger is. So you go through and you pick your triggers. Then, okay, this is the next part. This is where actions happen, okay? This is basically the next sequence of what happens once that trigger gets triggered, which you have all kinds of good stuff. Create contact, find contact, update contact, sign the user, communication, send SMS, webhooks. I mean, it's so much stuff. And I'm literally just not going to go over this because this would take like hours upon hours going through all of this. But the idea is you have all of this awesome stuff in one place where if someone triggers something, you can then set up something and automate a task. So real quick, just think, before I go on the slides, think about tasks that business owners are doing and then try to automate them. They will pay you a lot of money for this. That's why you want to do it. It's really, really good because you are saving them time and money by getting rid of their time and giving it back to them. So let's hop in and look at, what actions are and how they work. So what are they? Actions are tasks that happen after the trigger. Okay? Examples: send an email, automatically sends a welcome email. Add a tag, tags the contact, okay, new lead. Wait, pause for a set time before the next action. So as soon as, and I know I'm going over the same thing, I'm just trying to make sure this is ingrained in your head. The actions is what happens after the trigger. If someone signs up for your website, that is a trigger. An action would be sending them a welcome email. You see how that works? It's if this, then that. And this is how you can automate tons of repetitive tasks and make money doing it. You are saving businesses time by automating their process. So that is how actions work. So for in here, you start by just defining exactly what needs to go down, and then you come in and you just pick the action. And then you can keep doing this however you want. And you can have massive sequences built out. But like I said, you just want to make sure, okay, you make sure you're properly defined stuff and you're solving a specific problem. Okay, I'm going to be going to that next video so you understand. But that's, in a nutshell, how automations work. So last but not least, I'm going to just give you a final overview before the next video, which is going to be really getting our hands dirty so you can follow me create this. So that will be in my last slide to show you, okay, the basic sequence of what you need to do every time you create these. So make sure you're taking notes. Really, the basics of how this works and what you need to follow. First, you always choose the trigger, like I've been saying before. Okay, pick an event to start the automation. Then, number 2, add actions. Select the tasks that should happen after something gets triggered. Use the visual setup. Use a drag and drop interface on high level and arrange the triggers. Just like I showed you, can just plug. So easy. You can be an idiot, an absolute troglodyte, and you can still make it work. Last but not least, number 4, okay, test it. You always have to test. Actually, I'm going to go back and show you just to click the test button, but you want to test this. People sometimes will throw automations up and they will not test. That is so stupid. Do not do that because so much of the time they don't work right off the bat, and then you have literally a failed attempt to get this started. You don't want that. Test that shit ASAP. Okay, let me show you where the test button is. Once you're done with everything, you literally just click test workflow. You select the contact, run test. Simple as that. But make sure you test before you have this whole thing done and dusted. You have to test it. Okay? So now that that's done, okay, We are now going to go into the next video, which is going to be creating 3 different kinds of automations for service-based businesses if you are a SaaS agency or a marketing agency. So you can go in and you can immediately have some automations under your belt as opposed to just some fucking theory. You'll know what to do and you can get started and start making money with this. So somewhere around this video, I don't know, it's going to pop up on the screen for the next video, which is going to be setting up those 3 automations. That's so you can actually have skills now. So first I educated you, now I'm giving you skills, so I'm arming you. So make sure wherever this video pops up, you go and you do that. And last but not least, please, if you like this video or you have any questions, first smash the like button, smash the sub button because more awesome videos are coming out like this. And if you have any questions, drop them down below in the comments, okay? Drop them down in the comments, and I also have a link so you can message me for free on Facebook Messenger if you have any questions at all, okay? That's it. Click the link wherever it is for the next video, and we'll see you there, and we can get started on some awesome automations. I'll see you in the next video.